guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be yet another pop culture conspiracy theories video. Sorry about the little break that I took. I was kind of just going through something. You know how it is, kind of just didn't feel like getting out of bed, so that's fun. But yeah, either way, I'm back, so let's get into it. I thought the perfect way to come back is a pop culture conspiracy theory video. I love filming these, and there's kind of just like a lot going on with a lot of celebrities right now, so I figured let's talk about it. Also, I just look kind of rough today, so sorry. I don't have any like face makeup on. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't have any makeup on, and that excludes eyelashes and eyebrows and like lip balm. So the first conspiracy theory that I want to talk about is something that we have been keeping up with for quite some time, and it is about celebrities that kind of sound like each other, either sped up or slowed down. So we talked about this with Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z, as well as Sam Smith and Adele. So now there's a new one that you guys have been pointing out to me a lot, and it is Justin Bieber and Post Malone. I realized that literally sped up version of Post Malone sounds like Justin Bieber, and slowed down version of JB sounds like Post Malone. It's insane.
I'm the one early morning in the gun, know you wanna ride now. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one, yeah. Poppin', man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. When we call up on no and show up, man, them the shot toss.
So I feel like I don't know exactly like where I'm going with this conspiracy theory, in the sense of like I don't know what this means, because we've seen it, like I said, with Sam Smith and Adele and Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z. You guys pointed out that like Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z both have New York accents, and obviously Adele and Sam Smith are both from England, so they both have British accents. Basically, you guys were pointing out that it could be like a dialect thing, but Justin Bieber is from Canada and like Post Malone is from like Syracuse, New York, so like that doesn't really make sense because those accents are pretty different. I don't know exactly what it would be. I have like a super far-fetched theory, which is essentially that Illuminati centered, of course. And basically I think that there's a possibility that the Illuminati just wants more people to be famous, have basically like puppets so that they can spread their message to the like public. And so they take people like, for instance, Post Malone and Justin Bieber. So Justin Bieber may very well be real, but then like the voice of Post Malone is just Justin Bieber but slowed down, if that makes sense. And then but like Post Malone himself is like an actor. It's like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like that's like where my head goes when I think about this theory, because it's like the only logical explanation that I have. If you guys have like a better one, then let me know as to why you think these celebrities all sound like each other, sped up or slowed down. I don't get it. Like, what kind of coincidence is that? Do you think that they're secretly like the same person? But like I said, it wouldn't make sense because obviously a lot of them don't look alike. So is it a possibility that they're the same person but like have different actors? Like, is there one voice that voices Justin Bieber and Post Malone, and the other two people like that we know as Justin Bieber and then we know as Post are just like actors and are lip syncing? Like, I don't know. It sounds kind of crazy because it kind of is, which is why I just wanted to start with this one, because I just don't understand. I don't know. At the same time, crazier things have happened. Like, this world is fucked. Like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's just a coincidence that they all sound like each other, or do you think that something darker is going on? Let me know in the comments. So the next conspiracy theory we're going to be talking about was all over Twitter. Like I've been tagged in this so many times. So many of you guys have been like, do you believe this? What's going on? And here's the tea. So a lot of people have recently realized that Kylie Jenner's security guard, Tim Chung, actually looks a lot like Stormy Webster, Kylie and Travis Scott's new baby. Basically, I will say that the comparison photos are definitely interesting when you compare like physical features of Stormy and of Tim Chung and of Travis Scott. Like, it does make a lot of sense as to like, yes, the baby does look a lot more like Tim Chung than Travis Scott. However, you do also have the other side of the argument, which is that the baby is literally 3 months old. Newborn babies be looking all types of different kind of ways. Like, when they're newborn, like, they look gross. Like, they don't look like, sorry, I don't know if that's just a me thing. Some people think newborn babies are cute, but I'm always like, ew. I love going to hell. Like, I don't know, like they don't look like how they're going to look, so I feel like this theory could be true, but it would need to be further investigated with the child actually growing up, because I think that these newborn babies, like, you can't really tell what they're gonna look like. They just look like they've been inside of somebody for 9 months. Do you believe it? I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised. I feel like Kylie's bodyguard is like low-key cute. I don't know, I'm gay, so I can't really tell, but it seems like Twitter's like freaking out about him in general, like thinking that he's like hot or whatever. So would it be that far off if Kylie thinks he's hot too? Probably not. The next conspiracy theory that we're going to be talking about revolves around Ariana Grande's new song, No Tears Left to Cry. So I literally love this song so much. I've loved Ariana for like 8 years now. So No Tears Left to Cry didn't disappoint. I love it. It's such a good song. But the music video did freak me out a lot, like a lot. Basically, there's a certain part of the music video where Ariana literally removes her face and like is looking at all of these faces in front of her own face with the same emotion on. It's almost like she's like taking off a mask and then like her face is like nothing. I don't know, it's like really creepy. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people want me to be like Illuminati 666, like, like, I feel like that's just kind of not really the case. First of all, Ariana's really into creepy things, so it's not that surprising that she would do something like this, but it did actually really freak me out. But at the same time, I do think that it's more of, she feels like she has to put on a front for social media. That's kind of my conspiracy theory behind like the faces thing, because a lot of you guys have been asking me to talk about like hidden messages in this video and stuff, and I don't really think anything of it is like super malicious or like Illuminati vibes, like with the faces and stuff. I think it's like representing the fact that certain celebrities or influencers or people in general feel like they need to put up a front in order to like go with the flow. Like they can't really be with their true emotions and show their true emotions without getting like a ton of backlash, which is just true. Like that's just part of being a part of like the business, I guess. So I kind of get that. Like I get that vibe from that part of the video. It's almost like she just like has to put on these masks and like mask her real emotions. I don't know. Do you guys think it's like an Illuminati like darker meaning, or do you think that she just is like, this is what we have to deal with if you like have a big following of people watching you 24/7? It's like you have to put on this almost fake persona in order to make the public eye happy. I don't know. That's just my theory on it. You guys have been really requesting it because I guess the multiple faces like look a little, well, first of all, it is creepy the way she takes her face off, so I will give you that. But I guess a lot of people were like, the multiple faces mean like Illuminati symbols and 666. A lot of people also tried to like refer back to like the cloning theory of celebrities with these like multiple faces and seeing multiple different Arianas and like the kaleidoscope kind of vibe. But once again, I think it's kind of an aesthetic thing, and then the mask thing I think is definitely like an emotion thing. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the song in general? I love Ariana, so like I was here for it. And it's like a really cute song. I feel like once you listen to it multiple times, then it gets like really good. Like if for some reason the first time I like loved it, but then the like 10th time it like escalated to another level. Like I was obsessed with it. The last conspiracy theory we're going to talk about probably is one of the ones that you guys have asked me to talk about so much in the past few weeks. It's literally been insane, but it's all about Kanye West. So recently Kanye West has took to Twitter and said some things that are very controversial and made people be like, what the is going on with Kanye? For me personally, I do have two theories on this, but I don't really think that anything is mentally wrong with Kanye. I guess not wrong, because obviously if you have a mental illness, it's not wrong. I have mental illnesses. A lot of people do. I don't think that the reason that he's saying these things, like saying that he supports Trump or saying that slavery is a choice or was a choice, I guess.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, for 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
Which is literally crazy to say, like, because that's so fucked up. Like, obviously, and not true at all. Slavery obviously was not a choice. That's just stupid. The media is like, oh my gosh, Kanye is going crazy. Kanye insane, like blah, 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 like using these big accusations about like his mental health and stuff. I don't really think that that's the case. And I have two conspiracy theories on other reasons why Kanye could be tweeting these things. So first, I'm going to start with the logical reason, which is probably the truth and probably what is happening, because I feel like this did happen about like a year and a half ago. He started saying that he supported Trump, and then he was been on the back burner for a while. And then just now he talks about how he supports Trump, how slavery was a choice, and all this like controversial crazy shit that's getting him in the media, he talks about right before he's about to drop an album. I feel like it's really simple, like at that point, like it's literally like, okay, it's for publicity, 100%, like there's like no doubt in my mind that that's what it's for. Not that I really think that Kanye West needs that much publicity, because obviously he's a huge artist, he's well renowned, like a lot of people are obsessed with Kanye, but it almost gets the people who already hate Kanye or Kanye haters to like want to listen to his album or want to see his next move. So I think that that is just like the case. Like I really think that that's true. If you think about it, even like when this whole like Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian phone call, Kanye West like whole thing happened, it was like right when his song Famous came out. It was about that in itself, like the whole phone call thing and being like, oh, Taylor Swift didn't give permission, and then like Kim Kardashian leaking a phone call of her literally giving permission to use a song, definitely escalated the views of the Famous video, like I'm sure the downloads and all that stuff. So it's publicity definitely does help. Obviously, it's like just like a whole social game, I feel like, within social media and celebrities and stuff like that. So it does make a lot of sense for him to talk about some like controversial shit and get really high up there in the media right before he's about to drop this album. It literally is just like, it's so simple to me that I feel like I don't know why people are still falling for it. Obviously, like he probably does not think slavery was a choice. Like that's just so stupid. And he probably doesn't agree with half the shit that he says. It's probably just for publicity. So that's my like logical theory and like what I actually think is happening. But I do have a bit of a fun one, where a little more illogical Illuminati theory that I think also does kind of make sense. So basically this entire thing and the fact that it does have to do with the government and a lot of like presence online and stuff like that, it did get me thinking to the Beatles days and the days where the Beatles were a super popular boy band. John Lennon was somebody who spoke out kind of like the opposite way of Kanye, and he spoke out about like anti-war and basically being like peaceful and not wanting anything to do with like the government that was going on at the time. John Lennon was basically a huge activist for pretty much everything that was against the American government at the time and what they wanted. To the point where even the president tried to have John Lennon deported back to England because he was spreading these messages, because he had an insanely huge platform that like these impressionable fans were listening to him and like wanting to follow what he was saying. And I think it could be the same thing with Kanye West. Instead of like having this person who's f***ing it up, they're having somebody who can promote Trump and promote these thoughts that like we normally wouldn't have onto impressionable people that Kanye has, because obviously Kanye has an audience, he has a reach, he has a platform, and he has young people that are listening to him that would agree with literally anything that he has to say. So are the Illuminati / government using him as a puppet to convey their messages out? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I obviously do believe the logical theory that I talked about before more, because it just makes so much sense to me. Like, social media is just like a game. I don't know. It's always interesting to think about the Illuminati and what the government could be doing, because like, I don't really trust them. That is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about these conspiracy theories and what other pop culture conspiracy theories you want me to talk about. Let me know in the comments. That is it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, because I'm always posting really dope ass shit on there. Subscribe for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys all on Wednesday. Bye!
Drain